welcome back to the channel. Today's episode we are doing something that I haven't seriously done in 3 years, and that is hunting gray squirrels in public land here in Pennsylvania. Today we are a pretty decent sized patch of woods. This is actually a patch of woods I've hunted gray squirrels in when I was probably 12, 13, or 14. And today we're gonna go back out there and see if we can relive some memories that I had when I was a little guy just learning how to hunt. Today we are using my 17 HMR. On top of that, we are trying out a phone scope cam. So it's a phone attachment that you can put on top of your scope. So basically we are going to be using that, and hopefully if everything works out, get a couple scope cam shots of taking down some gray squirrels here in the big woods of Pennsylvania. Should be a fun episode, a new episode, and hopefully it's a good one. It's been about a half an hour and I saw 2 squirrels so far. One of them I just caught a glimpse of it and it ran up in a tree in a hole, and the second one I just saw walking on a log about 50 yards in front of me. Leaves are very, very noisy, so it's hard to walk. It's definitely a good spot. You can see a lot of areas where the leaves are all tufted up. I kind of searching where the squirrels would search underneath for nuts and stuff. And this woods that we're hunting is almost all red oak, so there's tons of nuts. This is the most squirrel sign I've seen so far. I was walking on the trail most of this time, trying to stay quiet, but maybe these squirrels are farther into the woods, trying to stay away from people. This is where there was another one in here, and I think there's a hole up there somewhere that she ran to. But this guy was right here. I shot him. He landed on the ground, and there he is. Not the biggest of squirrels, but I ended up shooting him right behind the shoulder. This place is kind of interesting. It doesn't have nearly as much of squirrel sign as the other one. Still, there's plenty of food here that they can eat. There's a little bit of acorns, but I think the main reason is it doesn't get nearly as much pressure as some of the other areas. I know hunting here in late season last year, had an opportunity to a nice 6 or 8 point, and some does, missed a doe in a flintlock. But we're gonna keep on going, and maybe we'll get up to another squirrel or two. I thought I'd talk about a little bit what I'm using that little scope cam. So this, I'm not sure exactly the name of it, but I ended up getting it up on Amazon. Essentially, it's you might have seen this whenever you see hunters with spotting scopes or something. Essentially, it's a scope mount that goes right on top of your scope that attaches your camera. And all you do is basically, whenever you see an animal, let's say a squirrel or groundhog or whatever, fox or coyote, whatever you're eating, go to your camera and your scope will pop up. And then I just zoom it in, and all of a sudden your crosshairs are on whatever animal you want it to be on. And of course you can change the settings with the zoom optics in the front, but I like to just use back of my camera to expand the scope view. So far it's worked fairly well for me. I might even, depending on how well it operates in the next week or two, I might even make a just more in-depth review outside of hunting. Let's go back down this little hill here and see if we can find any more squirrels. Just saw a squirrel go right into the crack of that tree right there. She was bolting probably 20 miles an hour across the leaves. I just caught a glimpse of her running. She saw me probably, or heard me or something. The leaves are just insane right now. he sees me quite yet, but let's see if I can scope him out. He's behind a tree. The squirrel went up a tree. I'm gonna see what I can do to kind of wait him out. Don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I think we got him. It was such a difficult shot. I had to do it freehand at like 50 yards. It's very difficult. Couldn't get to a spot to get all set up and everything. There you go. Nice, very cool. And of course, it was being so high up, and I'm not exactly steady. I couldn't quite get that shot that I wanted, but I still got a instant death shot. Alrighty, and just like that, we are wrapping up for today's evening. I've been at this probably 6 hours, and I got shots at 2 squirrels. I probably saw close to 12 squirrels in here in this public land, which is actually really good. Typically, you know, it's windy, the leaves are crunchy, it's cold, and the squirrels don't really want to be out sometimes. But other times, it's a beautiful day, they're out. We saw 12 in 6 hours. That's actually pretty good. That's better than some of the other days I've been out hunting. But if you guys enjoyed this episode and kind of want to see more of the scope cam, more of what we do with these squirrels after we shoot them, or you just want to see episodes being out in the woods of public land here in Pennsylvania, and also maybe other states, surrounding states, if we get a chance to some of these days, go ahead and click that subscribe button, or even that bell in the bottom right hand corner, so you guys can get notified the second my videos come out. And also, if you want to support me even a little bit farther, go ahead and click that like button. Us YouTubers, it goes a long way, especially if you're in the outdoors like hunting and fishing. YouTube doesn't necessarily support all that stuff all the time, so clicking that like button is absolutely huge for us. And also, commenting goes a long way. If you guys have ever killed a gray squirrel or have ever gone out for gray squirrel hunting, comment down below what age you were. I think I was maybe 10 or 11 the first time I was out gray squirrel hunting, and that was, boy, I have a funny story. I should show you that to you sometime. But with that being said, have a good one, guys, and don't forget to stay safe and good luck out there in the big old woods of Pennsylvania, whatever country you're in, whatever county you're in, whatever state you're in. Good luck.